Hey everyone, my name is Susana Herrera West. I am the co-founder and head chef at FreezerFit.com. Today we are with our member of the month, September 2022, Cheri Carr, and we're going to be having a quick chat about Cheri's experience with FreezerFit. Hi Cheri, how are you?
Hi,
Hi there.
Susanna.
I'm pretty good. Thanks.
That was Siri. I'm sorry. Hi Cheri.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, that actually happens all the time.
It
Every
happens
time
a
my
lot.
friends are talking to me, they're like, "No, it's not Siri, it's Cheri."
We're just gonna keep going. This is a unfiltered chat. How's it going?
Good, good. I'm so excited to be here. So thank you for choosing me as member of the month. I feel so honored.
Of course. No, thank you for your time. We feel honored that you're so supportive and you're always very active in the Freezer Facebook, in the Freezer Fit private Facebook group. And we love it. That's why we choose you.
Awesome, awesome. But yeah, FreezerFit, FreezerFit has been just a godsend to me, So any way I can support, I'm happy to do so.
I love that. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience with Freezer Fit?
Oh yeah, sure. So I did start using FreezerFit about a year ago, last July in 2021. And I started using it. I didn't know anything about freezer cooking or freezer meals. I do like to cook. And, that's been important to me. And just having good, healthy meals has always been important. But I didn't know that there was a way that you could save time and money. So I was very happy to find out about Freezer Fit and start, using your methods and the process. So thank you so much.
Wow. So you didn't know nothing about freezer meals. You start from zero. Wow. That's awesome, Sherry. I love that. How many people do you usually cook for in your house?
Right now it's just me and my husband. I know you can see my family behind me.
Yeah.
They're grown and moved out, so it's just the two of us. But my husband runs his own business, and then I work full time. So we're very busy. We like to stay active, and we've always got stuff going on. So any way I can save time, and I used to have to commute to work, and then by the time I got home from work and having to cook and spend time with my husband, it was a lot. So any way I can save time, I'm very appreciative of.
So freezer fit has definitely helped you in this regard, like saving time and just getting the food ready in the table.
Yeah, it saved me time tremendously. And the cool part is my husband is now able to cook dinners on occasion.
Love
And
that.
I didn't even have to prompt him. He's like, "Oh, okay, what's for dinner?" All the instructions are right there printed on the labels. And I'm just like, "Oh yeah, there's a meal, that I thought out in the fridge. Just pop it in the Instapot, and he's good to go. So I can do whatever."
I
And I'm
love
like,
that.
I'm like, "Wow, you're cooking now? Okay."
I mean, it's so easy. You dump it and then it's ready to go, and they feel like the chef of the house. My husband is the same way, and I feel like everyone I talk to say the same. Like, oh, my husband is now inspired to cook, so I'm like, I just have to relax and watch my favorite TV show, and then he's making me dinner.
Right, exactly, exactly.
And talking about your husband, you gave an amazing testimonial on the private Freezer Fit members group in Facebook. I think it was in January, and you say my husband had a heart attack due to stress and high blood sugar. So I wanted to revamp our meals to make them healthier without losing flavor, and Freezer Fit has been a lifesaver. That's amazing. Can you give us any comments on that? Any updates? How's he doing these days?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So what happened? So he had a heart attack in July of last year,
I'm sorry
and
about that.
yeah, I know. I'm glad he survived and he's doing so much better now. But his nurse was just telling us, they gave the measurements of how much sugar he could have, how much sodium, how many carbs. They really were talking about he's pre-diabetic, he's got to reduce his carbs. And so I was ordering from a service that delivers your meals to your house. And so I was trying to look at the nutrition facts to see if it measured up to what the nurse was saying, and none of them did. The carbs were too high, or the salt was too high, or the sodium was too high, or the sugar was too. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, these are supposed to be very healthy meals, and they're not as healthy as I thought they were. And then you popped up on my phone. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw your beautiful face.
Ah,
You were talking about these healthy meals. I was like, Lord, thank you. So I was like, okay, let me see how healthy these are. And you promised a free cookbook. And so I looked at I was like, let me scroll straight down to the nutrition facts to see if it's in line with what his nurse was saying I needed to do. They were all under the suggested measurements for what the nurse was saying. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I was like, okay, I got to try these. So I did it. I did my first freezer prep session and tried the meals. And he was like, this is really good. This is so good. And I was like, yes, we found it. So
finally.
it just gave me
That's
so much
great.
peace of mind to know that I was doing something good for us, as far as health wise. And it was so easy, so simple.
That's great. I'm so happy you guys found us and we were able to help you guys. Definitely. The best part is that, even if they don't meet if the nutritions don't meet what your husband needs, like you can always modify the meals because you're seeing what you're putting in the bag and then you can, play with ingredients and you know what you're putting in your body, you know what you're putting in the bag. So that's why I always tell them, like modify them. It's your meals. I just give you, the tools and the recipes, but it's always like if you need to meet certain needs, like you can always just modify. And I love that it worked out for you guys. So he's feeling healthier.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. So update on his health. So he's not pre-diabetic anymore at all.
good.
All his levels are great. So he's doing really well, and we're starting back going to the gym. We've been working out, so we feel great. So yes.
Amazing. So would you say the freezer fit played an important role in his improvement?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, definitely, definitely. And
That's
then
amazing.
in addition to that, so that was ahead of everything going on in the economy with all the inflation. And so we kind of already were ahead of the game when all the food prices started skyrocketing. We already had this in place. So it saved us so much money, even though, the prices have increased dramatically. So
So you guys save I guess you guys save money in groceries. Do you know exactly how much money you guys save like per month, maybe 100 per month or
several hundred, because like I said, I was doing the food boxes. And
oh
that
yeah,
was
those are expensive.
they are. So that alone, that replaced, oh my gosh, I think one box was about $80 a week. And I think I did my first freezer prep session. I bought everything for about $100. The very first time I did it was $100. And of course, I had extra ingredients to do. I don't remember how many meals, maybe like 20 meals I was able to do.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
So one box was $80 and I spent $100, and that fed us for the entire month. I had a month of dinners.
wow, that's
So
amazing.
that was like what, a fourth of the cost I was spending. So
Yeah, and the good thing is that once you like it's an investment. Once you buy all of the seasonings, the oils, they're big, especially if you buy them like at Costco or like stores like Aldi where everything is like, super cheap. So you have them there forever. Like I feel like I have the same salt from Costco, which is like this big for like years. Like I just because you don't use that much salt, like half a teaspoon or something, and I've been having that for like maybe 3 4 years. 3 years, probably 3 years.
yeah, it lasts a long time. Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
amazing. Do you guys feel like you're saving time in the kitchen now? Well, you were talking about that, and you know about how much time you saving now in the kitchen.
Yes, because before with the food boxes, like I would have to cook every single time. Like it was at least 3 nights a week. You're actually there slaving over the stove, 3 nights a week. And so now, like you said, you just take your meal, you dump it either in the Instapot or put it in the oven. He eats salmon now. He used to not eat salmon. So the way your recipe for salmon, he'll eat it that way. But the way I used to cook it, he wouldn't touch it. But now he eats salmon, so you can just pop it in the oven or pop it in the Instapot, and it's ready to go.
That's awesome. How long did it take you to like meal prep, or like when do you usually meal prep?
I get paid at at the end of the month. I work for the state, so I get paid once a month. So at the end of the month or beginning of the month, I will go grocery shopping and then stock up and meal prep for what I'm going to do for that month. And it takes me probably, depending on how many meals I'm cooking, if I do like 10 meals, it could take me about an hour and a half, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
hour to hour and a half to prep the meals. Yeah.
Now I have a question.
Hmm.
What do you think is your favorite freezer meal recipe and why?
Oh my gosh. I don't know because every time I'm like, this is so good. This is so good. Like we just had the other night we just had the keto bolognese. Oh my goodness, that was so good. So good. So I would say that's probably in the top. I'll say my top three. The balsamic chicken
Ooh,
and the Mediterranean salmon.
I saw that you published a video and then you were recording it. I was like, I am so hungry now. I am going home and I am preparing the salmon. It looks so good.
It tastes so good. I was like, what? Yes. So you definitely have a skill set because you can make some really good recipes.
Thank you. What do you usually like to do with your free time that FreezerFit's giving you?
With our free time, like I said, we're working out more. So we'll go to the gym or go out for walks. We have bikes, so we'll ride our bikes together. But just relax, with the extra time and just
Always a good thing
be
to
so
do.
stressed out, like, oh, there's not enough hours in the day. So I feel like I have time to just breathe and relax more. So that's really good.
That's awesome. What would you say is your favorite thing about being a FreezerFit member?
Uh, my favorite thing, man. I guess the number one thing for me is that it's healthy. I don't have to feel guilty about eating the meals because they're so good and they're good for you.
That's amazing. Yep, you're right. That's the best part. Eating without feeling guilty. That's a great way to put it.
Mhm.
And I guess my last question will be, what would you say to someone that is on the fence about joining the FreezerFit membership? What would you say to them?
If you're on the fence, I would say the first way to do it is to go to your class. Check out your videos on YouTube and do one of the classes and try the meals and you'll be a believer. Once you try the meals, I was like, oh yeah, I have to do this. So it's pretty much a no-brainer. I mean, your membership is just very, very reasonably priced. I've tried other like memberships before, not necessarily they weren't freezer meals, but just like people giving you meal preps or whatever. And some of those were like 25 or $30 per month, whether you use it or not. It was like a constant payment or whatever. And so what you charge for the lifetime membership, I'm like, it's a no-brainer. So I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
I'm so glad. This is awesome. This has been amazing. I really appreciate you guys. Like, without you, FreezerFit wouldn't exist. Like we need you guys as much as you guys need me. And thank you so much for your time today and for sharing your experience. I love it. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And if you have anything else to add.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate you, Susanna, because like I said, I didn't know what I was gonna do because I just felt overwhelmed with all these different dietary restrictions, and I was like, where do I start? I was clueless, and so the fact that you were like, oh, you can have healthy meals. I think you even mentioned like on your promotional video about if you're diabetic or if you have high blood pressure, you can eat these meals. And so I was like, there's the answer. That's the answer I've been looking for. I've been stressing myself out. I didn't know what to do, and so it's been great. And like you said, you can modify the meal so you can try different ways, you can do different things. I actually found a recipe. His favorite meal is chicken marsala,
Mm-hmm.
and so you had a chicken marsala recipe on there, and I made that for him for his birthday. So that was a treat. Yes, and he loved it. That was, oh my gosh, amazing. Amazing. Yeah, and I was like, this is so good. I'm like, wow. He's like, wow, babe, this is really good. I'm like, ah, thank you.
Cheri. I love that for you guys. That's so cute. I'm so happy that we were able to help. We really just want to offer a little bit for everyone, the keto dieters, the gluten-free, the dairy-free people. So, we're working on that and we're working to provide even more every day. So, a lot of surprises coming soon. And yeah, I just want to thank you again for your time and I'll let you go.
Okay. Oh, I did want to say one other thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. I do recommend FreezerFit, and I've actually given recipes out to new moms or moms to be as well. So, and they found it very helpful.
Maybe we'll have to do a class for new moms. Definitely. Thank you for the idea. Yeah. Thank you so much, Cheri. This has been great. I hope you have a great day and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you, Susanna. Bye.
Bye, Cheri.